Here is everything you need to take advantage of in GTA Online this week before October 2nd. So first up, we do have the free $500,000. Initially, when I saw this when the event week started, I was really surprised to see that this actually does work. I did eventually get the $500,000. To go ahead and get the free $500,000, all that you had to do is collect 1 G's cash, just look for this icon, and then complete all of the last player missions. I do not think you have to do this in order. However, if you are wondering, I did them all in order. After about 2 days of time, I logged into GTA Online again, and you will see that I got the $500,000 for doing it. So yeah, I did think this one would have been maybe delayed or something. We have seen this quite often recently with all of these 72-hour unlocks, but this one worked for me, so hopefully it also works for you. Next up, we also had some free cars this week, 100% worth trying to get at least one of these things. I got extremely lucky and managed to win the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle on the first day of the event week. This one is called the Cheval Taipan. To give my honest opinion on this car, I do think it is probably the best one this week out of the 2 free vehicles. The second free vehicle was inside the LS car meet for the prize ride called the Ubermac Revolta. If you wanted to get this, you need to place top 4 in the LS car meet series for 4 days in a row. This will be really easy to complete it, and because it is technically still a free car, I would try and do this. But even if you do not manage to get this one, at least try and get the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle, because the Taipan is a really underrated car. I fully upgraded the Taipan after winning it, and yeah, I love how this thing handles. It almost feels like it's sliding along the road, and it should not handle this good. The top speed of the Taipan really does not feel too bad either. And another point to make about the Taipan is if you guys win this, you will essentially be saving almost $2 million instead of buying it. Following on some free cars, we now have our discounts this week. Altogether, I don't think the discounts were too good, especially compared to the last few weeks. But this time around, we got a 30% off the turreted limo, the Hot Ring Hellfire, the Classy Drauga, the ETR1, Entity XXR, Z-Type or Z-Type, Firebolt ASP, GB200, and Journey 2. This is followed by a 25% off the Titan 250D, and a 20% off this vehicle that has a new livery this week. A quick note on this one is, if you already have this vehicle, you can just take your car over to an LS Customs and put the livery on if you want to. You will not have to buy the vehicle again just for the livery. The last discounts were also at the gun van, where you could get a free baseball bat, and if you have GTA Plus, you can also get a free stun gun. We then had a 50% off the El Strickler rifle and a 40% off the precision rifle. So in terms of discounts, I would probably suggest the Entity XXR, the ETR1, potentially the Titan 250D. It really depends. It will still cost you a lot of cash. And then another one I might suggest nowadays is probably the turreted limo. If you buy it from here, you will be able to call it in for free from your CEO options. But I do have to admit, the turreted limo is pretty obsolete nowadays, especially when we have vehicles with Omani tech. Following the discounts, we of course have the bonus money from the event. Now, quite similar to the discounts as well, the bonus money was not too good. You will not be able to make millions of dollars or anything silly. However, I do think it might be still worth playing some of these things, especially for that $500,000, because all of the things that you need to do will also have the double money and RP bonus. First of all, we had all of Gerald's contact missions with the double money and RP. We then had the G's caches, getting you roughly around $30,000 with the bonus. We then had the special vehicle races, the Assault on ATT-16 adversary mode, and community combat series. So nothing too spectacular, but still well worth playing at least some of these Gerald contact missions in my opinion, or even the Assault on ATT-16 if you have never played this before. It is a lot different and could potentially be really fun if you find a lobby. The fifth and final thing that I also wanted to include will be the returning cars. Typically in these type of videos, I leave these ones out because some of the returning cars are not too good. However, this week I do think we have some pretty nice options. So starting things off here, we have Simeon's Auto Shop or PDM. You can find all of these returning cars. I think by far the best one here will be the Entity XF. And before this event week started, I had no clue that this was a returning car. I'm really surprised that Rockstar removed it. So this will be a great opportunity to pick this up or even just test drive it, see what you think. Overall, I do think it still handles very nicely. honestly, compared to a lot of other vehicles, probably one of the most iconic cars in GTA Online history. Some more returning vehicles will be located inside the LS Carmi test track. You can find the BF Bifter, the JB700, and the Carbon Azar. So another really nice set of returning cars. I would probably suggest the Carbon Azar and the JB700, and as usual with these returning vehicles, when the event weekends on October 2nd, we might not see them again for a while. So it is well worth test driving at least one or two of them. And yeah, for my overall choice, the Entity XF will probably be the best overall choice. At this point in the video, I also want to include some honourable mentions. First of all, we have the event week money methods, completing the FIB priority file, all of the salvage yard robberies, and the time trials will be still really nice to do, especially because the bonus money is nothing too crazy. This will be a really good way to get some extra cash. For this week, the new FIB priority file was the black box file, and then for the salvage yard robberies, we had the gangbanger robbery for the Enos Paragon R, the cargo ship robbery for the Vapid Dominator GT, and the McTurney robbery for the Vapid Click. The standard time trial was called Galileo Park, located over here, and the HSW time trial was East Vinewood to Vespucci Beach. The last honourable mention that I probably should include will be some of these Oktoberfest rewards, and the only reason I want to include them as honourable mentions and not part of the main 5 is because some of these Oktoberfest rewards will be available up until October 8th. The only thing that looks like it is not available after this event weekend looks to be the Alpine hat and the gold Pisswasser shorts. It is worth mentioning that all of these things are just simple login unlocks, and thank god there is no 72-hour unlock here. So yeah, if you guys are yet to log into GTA Online this week, it is probably worth doing to get some of these clothing items. The second set of Oktoberfest rewards will be logging in to receive the red and black on the Pisswasser tees and a limited time Pisswasser livery for the Titan 250D. This will be especially nice if you already have the Titan 250D, because when you get this, you can go ahead and put it on. Honestly, I don't think it looks too bad, and with that Titan 250D discount, it might even be worth considering. So now at long last, to give my final thoughts on this entire event, I don't think this event was anything too special, but Rockstar have in fact stated that next week will be the start of the Halloween festive rewards, so we could probably expect some different ghost hunting activities that we have seen over the past few years, maybe even some different login unlocks. Obviously the Oktoberfest ones will be carrying over, and just remember we also have that Ludendorff survival that we saw last year, which should be returning for that week, or potentially month. It really depends what Rockstar want to do. If you have never played the Ludendorff Cemetery survival, it is really similar to the KO Preco survival, with all of them different enemy types, and if anything, I would probably say that the Ludendorff Cemetery survival is much harder, because you really do have limited space. There is not many places that you guys can run to, and again, very similar to that KO survival, your minimap will not be available unless you guys open your weapon wheel. Even though it is a really challenging survival, I'm still really looking forward to playing it again. I do sort of wish that Rockstar just kept it in the game. At this point in GTA's life cycle, I really don't see the point in Rockstar just removing these things. But yeah, what do you think about this event? Is there anything that I should have probably included that you also think is really nice to do this week? And also let me know if you guys have got your $500,000. I roughly got this about 2 days after completing it, so honestly not too bad. I was a little bit worried that I would not even receive the reward, but yeah, really nice to see that Rockstar have managed to get this one through. As always, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always do appreciate your support, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Bye guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.